Hello everyone, we're back with the Falcons franchise. In our last episode, we were able to start off the new season the right way with a win over the rival Buccaneers, 46-29. But let's go ahead and check out how some of our former players did with their new teams. Daniel Barden now with the Steelers, he ended up throwing 2 touchdowns in a 20-17 win over the Chargers. Jimmy Garoppolo, now a member of the Texans, and he ended up throwing 4 touchdowns in a beatdown of the Jaguars where they won 45-7. On the opposite end of that beatdown was Jake Matthews. He gave up 5 sacks in that game, a really tough day for him and the Jaguars as a whole. Yannick Ngakoue had a sack and a half with the Rams in a 42-31 win over the Lions. Moving on to week 2, where we're going to be taking on another rival, this time in the Saints, who are also 1-0 because they were able to beat the Eagles in week 1, 21-14. So our game is going to be an early season battle for first place in the NFC South. They do have a new starting quarterback in Isaac Schumer, who is in his second year out of Boston College. They have a young tight end in Jeremy Gaithers, who had a touchdown in week 1. But besides those two, it is a very veteran-led offense that includes Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, a veteran at this point, and then there's also Russell Gage, the former Falcon. So I think the plan on defense is to try and get after Isaac Schumer, especially without Deion Jones still. We cannot let Alvin Kamara and the Saints rush offense get going. As for the Saints defense, it is a very similar group to what they had last year, but they did go out in free agency and re-add Trey Hendrickson, who had left the team in free agency to join the Bengals back in 2021, but he is now back with the Saints. But a very similar group to what they've had for the entire franchise. On offense, we are dealing with a couple of injuries. One to Levi Jones that is going to make him miss this game, and center Matt Hennessy is still out with his injury, so hopefully those 2 injuries do not slow down our offense at all, which had a very good game in week 1. We have just one upgrade before the game. It is for A.J. Dillon, and he's going to end up getting 1 to his speed. But let's go ahead and get into this game against the rival Saints as they open up their brand new stadium in today's game. They will start with possession at their own 25. Schumer moving to his right, and he's going to be strip sacked on the very first play by Joey Bosa, and it is going to be dove on and recovered by Grady Jarrett at the 10. So the Atlanta offense has a very short field to try and drive and take the lead. There is A.J. Dillon with a gain of 7 or 8. 3rd and 2, right back to Dillon, and he is not going to quite get in. He'll be down the 1, bringing up 4th down, but Atlanta is going to go for it on 4th and inches, and man is going to sneak it into the end zone himself and cap off the short drive with the first touchdown in this brand new stadium, giving the Falcons an early 7-0 lead. Michael Thomas with a gain of 5 on 2nd down as the Saints start their next drive. Now Kamara picking up a 1st down to keep the drive going. From about midfield, throw on the left side to Gaithers, and he's got a gain of 9. 3rd and 1. The throw right side is caught by Russell Gage, and he's got a 1st down there. Going to give that to him up to the 39. Now Gaithers with a catch on the left side again, and he's got a 1st down out of bounds up at the 25. Kamara on the carry, he'll break a tackle, juke out a defender, and he's out of bounds up at the 13, putting the Saints into the red zone. All day for Schumer, and he's going to hit Thomas on the left side up at the 3, making it goal to go. 1st and goal. Flip pass to Russell Gage. The former Falcon will score the first touchdown for the Saints in their brand new stadium and of the game to tie us up at 7. Now man in the Atlanta offense starting this drive back at their own 25. It'll be Cliff Durant with a catch on the right side and a gain of 11. And right back to the air, and right back to that right side, this time to Kyle Pitts for a gain of 6. 3rd down. A throw over the middle is caught by Odell in some traffic, and he's got a 1st down near midfield. A.J. Dillon on the carry, and he's got a 1st down and more as he runs through a tackler up to the Saints 37. Now a swing pass left side to A.J. Dillon. He is fighting ahead for a 1st down and a gain of 14. Nearing 2 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. It'll be a lob to the back of the end zone, and Kyle Pitts will make the catch to give the Falcons the lead again with his 2nd touchdown already of the season. And he gives the Falcons a 14-7 lead here in the 1st half. A screen pass on the left side to Drake London. He'll get upfield and pick up a 1st down with a gain of 11 as Manez started the game 7 of 8. Now Hodges on the carry has a 1st down up to the 46. 2nd and 10. Man. Lob on the right side. It is deflected and caught by Travante Wheaton. What a catch. And he's out of bounds up inside the Saints 30 at their 28. And right back to the air, this time on 2nd and 9. And he's going to hit Odell for a first down, putting Atlanta into the red zone again. 2nd and 11. Man under pressure, here's what it is going to fall incomplete. 3rd down. Man against the blitz, he'll throw left side and hit Drake London, who can't quite get into the end zone, but he is going to make it goal to go. 2nd and goal from the 2. Randy Hodges spins off a defender and is going to lose a yard as he's stopped back at the 3. 3rd and goal. Man against another blitz is going to lob over the middle and hit Odell in the end zone. And Atlanta is going to score again and go up 21-7 here in the first half. So the Saints down 21-7 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. It'll be an incomplete pass on a deep ball right side. Now a throw is nearly intercepted by Burns on the right side as Dalvin Tomlinson is injured on the play. 3rd and 10. Schumer looking to set up a screen. He'll get it to Kamara, who is going to be dropped in the backfield by Dalton Truman. And the Saints are going to go 3 and out. Atlanta taking over at their own 41. Man goes left side, hitting Kyle Pitts, who's had a very good start to the season, and he's got a gain of 8 on that catch. A.J. Dillon left side. He is going to pick up a first down with a gain of just 4. They'll go right back to Dillon on that left side, and he is going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss of 1. 3rd and 11. Man all day back there. He'll fire over the middle. It is dropped by Alonzo Hitchens in some traffic, and that'll bring up 4th down. Caleb Thickman on to punt this one away. It is heading towards the sideline and goes out of bounds at the 5, so a great job by him to pin the Saints back deep in their own territory. Alvin Kamara up the middle is going to pick up 5 yards on the play. Now a fake to him. Schumer stepping up and lobbing deep left side. It is broken up by Grady Williams at the last second. 3rd down. Schumer. Deep left side again, and this time it's going to be undercut, underthrown, and intercepted. Well, not all those 3 by the same player, but A.J. Terrell is going to pick it off, and Atlanta will take over at the Saints 31 with another turnover forced by this defense. And Kyle Pitts with a catch on the right side, a gain of 7 by him. 2nd short. Right side again, this time to Odell, and he's got a gain of 9 and a first down up at the 15. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Man throws right side again. It is Matt Long with the catch, and he's out of bounds to the 1, making it goal to go. 1st and goal, Matt Long on the carry this time, and he will find his way across the goal line, and he's going to put the Falcons up 28-7 here in the first half. A chance to add to that lead with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. A.J. Dillon with a catch, and he's up to the 41 as Atlanta uses their first timeout. A minute 45 to go now in the first half. Man is going to be dropped way back at his own 34 for a loss of 7. 3rd and 13. And left side is going to connect with Aaron Byron, who's across midfield and down at the Saints 40. Now just under a minute to go in the first half. Here is man going down again. He'll be sacked for another loss of 7. 3rd and 17. Man is going to step up, and he is going to run and slide down with a gain of 9 on the play. And that is just enough to put the Falcons in the field goal range. And Younghoe Koo is going to make the long field goal and make it 31-7. And that's going to be the way we end the first half. Well, heading to halftime with Atlanta all over New Orleans, up 31-7. The Buccaneers were able to bounce back and win in Week 2, 42-28 over the Texans, with Jake Samuels throwing 5 touchdowns in that game. Jimmy Garoppolo, he did play pretty well, throwing 3 touchdowns, but obviously it wasn't enough. Let's get into our second half, though. Atlanta would end up punting it away on their first possession, and it is another good one as Caleb Thickman is able to get it down to the 6. So Isaac Schumer and the Saints offense starting at their own 6. It'll be a catch for Thomas on the right side. He throws off A.J. Terrell and is now across midfield, throwing off Sean Murphy-Bunting before finally going out of bounds at the Atlanta 41. Maybe that huge play by Michael Thomas can spark this Saints offense that was only able to put 7 points on the board in the first half and had 2 turnovers in the first half. Schumer taking off on 3rd and 9 to keep the drive going, and he'll scramble all the way up to the 24. Now a throw over the middle is caught by Thomas again, and he's got a gain of 9. 3rd and short. A throw on the left side to Gaithers. The rookie tight end is going to make it goal to go. 1st and goal from the 8. all day for Schumer, and he's going to hit Michael Thomas in the end zone this time, and the Saints march right down the field and score a touchdown. They will go for 2 to try to make this a bit closer and make it a 2-score game. Instead, it's going to be a strip sack of Isaac Schumer by Joey Bosa again, and Troy Anderson is going to scoop it up, and he's across midfield, and nobody's going to catch him, and it's going to be another 2-point conversion for the Atlanta defense/special teams. They had one of these last week, and it is now going to be 33-13 here in the third quarter. Man in the Atlanta offense back out there. Kyle Pitts with another catch and a gain of 6. A.J. Dillon on 3rd and 2. He breaks a tackle, gets a block from Drake London. He's across midfield, and he's going to break another tackle, and A.J. Dillon is going to score a 68-yard touchdown. And all of a sudden, Atlanta is going to go up 40-13 here in the third quarter. Now Kamara right side, he'll juke out a couple of Falcons to get into the open field. He's inside the 30 and finally shoved out of bounds all the way up at the Falcons 24. The last play of the third quarter is going to be a sack for Leonard Floyd. The former Georgia Bulldog is going to drop Schumer for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Schumer on the move is going to hit Olave near a first, and they are going to give it to him up at the 11. Kamara up the middle is brought down right away as Dalvin Tomlinson is injured on the play, and he is actually not going to be able to return to this one. It is his second injury of the game. 2nd and 8 from the 9. It is Olave with a catch in the middle of the end zone, wide open, and the Saints are going to make it 40-20 here in the fourth quarter. So still a 3-score lead for the Falcons in the fourth quarter, as Randy Hodges is going to weave ahead for a first down. 3rd and 4. A catch for Drake London down the field. He'll get a block from Odell and take it all the way across midfield to the Saints 35. Atlanta now in the red zone at the 17, and man is going to take off and run his way inside the 10 and slide down at the 8, making it goal to go. 1st and goal, a read option. Man is going to keep it and walk his way into the end zone for his second touchdown on the ground of the game. And Atlanta is going to make it 47-20. And that is actually going to be the final score. Atlanta is going to go on to win this one pretty easily over the Saints, and they now have first place all to themselves in the NFC South. A truly dominant win for this Falcons team. The defense, it did give up some big plays to Alvin Kamara and to Michael Thomas, but I thought they did a pretty good job for the most part. Especially Joey Bosa, who had a couple of sacks. It only says 1, but the other sack was on that 2-point conversion, and he had multiple forced fumbles in this game, and really did a great job, I thought. The offense, I thought they were great in this game. A.J. Dillon ran for 100 yards and had a touchdown. Kyle Pitts with another touchdown receiving. And Michael Mann with 2 touchdowns on the ground and 2 through the air. So truly a great performance by the offense, and they were the main reason that we ended up winning this game. We do have a couple of upgrades after the game, one there for Artie Bradley, the other is for Greedy Williams. We'll go man-to-man with his upgrade to keep him a scheme fit, and he is going to get 2 to his man coverage. So unfortunately, the injury to Dalvin Tomlinson is a broken thumb, and that is going to keep him out for our next game. So I did have to add somebody to make sure that we have enough guys on the interior defensive line available for our next game, and that is going to be Daniel Shepard. He was on our practice squad. To open up the roster spot, I have moved Larry Crawford from the active roster to the practice squad, but he should be back as soon as Dalvin Tomlinson is able to come back. The defense, it has been playing fine, but I feel like they're about to get a whole lot better because Deion Jones is finally healthy again, so he can go back to being our starting middle linebacker. Unfortunately, that does mean that Isaiah Cohn and Tommy Barnes will play less, but you can't play everybody. We are finally at that point in the franchise where we have to start dishing out some very large contract extensions. We'll start with Kyle Pitts, who has clearly been our best receiver in this franchise and arguably our best player in this franchise. We're going to offer him a 5-year extension for $80 million, and he is going to accept. It is a pretty big pay increase, but I feel like he's worth it, and I feel like we kind of had to do it because he has been probably our best player in this entire franchise. Now with Joey Bosa, he just got here, but we gave up a lot to get him, and he did have a great game today, getting 2 sacks and had 2 forced fumbles, so we offer him a 3-year extension for $60 million, and he is going to end up accepting as well. It is actually a bit of a pay decrease, which is a very good thing for us because we still have a lot of other players that we have to try and extend later this year. That includes Arnold Ebiketie, the edge rusher opposite of him, who wants a huge contract, Grady Jarrett, AJ Dillon, and Troy Anderson, who all want pretty big contracts in their own right for their positions. But yeah, that's going to be all for today's episode. In the next episode, I think we're going to try and get through 2 games because I would like to try and progress this season a bit quicker with the new Madden being right around the corner. So in the next episode, we'll take on the Cardinals and the Giants. But thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.